Hey, this is Judge Waits bringing you another Destiny Guide video. In this one, we are going to be looking at public events. Public events are great ways to farm for Vanguard points. They're also a great way to get Ascendant Shards, to get strange coins, to get Ascendant Energy. I've talked about that a little bit in my previous video, but I really wanted to go in depth on public events. So let me show you this website first. This is destinypublicevents.com. That's destinypublicevents.com, and it actually tells you what public events are happening on each of the different planets or on the moon. So if I click on Russia right here, we're going to find out that one is probably going on right now. It's on the Forgotten Shore, but hey, there's one coming up at the Divide, one coming up at this place in 7 minutes. So it lets you know where these are happening. Now, on Earth, you're going to have the most public events, and they're easier to get to. I think they're easier to complete than compared to ones on Venus or some of the other places. If you go and look at the other places, you can see there's only 3 public events happening anytime soon on the moon. Same with Venus, and the same with Mars. All right, Mars has 4 public events that are happening, but definitely Earth is probably the place, or old Russia is the place to get some of these done. Now, if you click on information, there's some important notes that I wanted to point out. These times are when they could happen, and there's a little note about the rarity. But sometimes they'll be a few minutes late or 10 minutes late, but definitely still a great tool to have if you are trying to maximize your public events. Now, also to note that enemy wave battles can occur in place of the public events. I know I was farming the cave one time making a video, and then all of a sudden we got these waves of enemies that were just fighting each other, and I was like, man, that's weird, we haven't gotten a public event. So keep that in mind. Sometimes these public events don't happen and you get these enemy wave battles. But definitely check out this website. But let me switch over to some actual gaming footage, and I'm going to tell you why it's so important to take part in these. Alright, before we get into that though, let me just point something out because it's driving me nuts watching this video back. That guy that we were going against trying to take down right there, he actually had a purple shield. I should have been using my sniper rifle, which actually does void damage. If you match the shielding that the guys have with the type of weapons that actually do that type of damage, you know, solar, arc damage, which is blue, solar damage, which is orange, or void damage, which is purple, you'll actually take the guy out faster. So I should have been doing that. But alright, let's get into these actual public events. Now, in order to join a public event, you'll get this little notification that pops up, and you just look for that little marker right there in the center of the screen and go towards it. You don't have to do anything. If you go towards it and get close to it, you'll actually join the public event, and anybody that's actually playing around you can actually come to this and join in. Now, the more people that help you out, obviously the better it's going to be and the easier time that you're going to have. So try to join these public events. They are optional though, you don't have to, but like I said, there are some great rewards that you can do this. Now, you only find public events on patrol missions. Those are those green missions that you look at when you're going to a planet from orbit, and you do these normally, these patrol missions, when you're trying to pick up some like Vanguard bounties, or if you're trying to farm resources. That'd be a reason that you're on these planets in the first place. So definitely take advantage of these when they pop up. Now, why should you do this? Well, it's really all about the rewards. Now, the first one that you encounter on a daily basis, all right, if you get a gold ranking on it, or the first one that you manage to get a gold ranking on it, when you go back to the tower, you're going to get a message from the postmaster, and he's going to give you something, and he's either going to give you an Ascendant Shard, Ascendant Energy, or a strange coin. So all 3 of those things are highly sought after. Sometimes too, when you're actually doing these missions, you'll actually earn one of those 3 things as well, plus you'll go back and then get another thing from in there. So there have been times that I've gotten an Ascendant Shard actually in the game, and then when I've went back to the tower, I've actually picked up an Ascendant Energy or something like that. Now, besides these things, you're also going to get Vanguard Reputation and Vanguard Marks. So this is a great way to farm those, especially if you know where these are going to be happening. You can actually go to these points and maximize your Vanguard Reputation and Vanguard Marks. Now, if you get a gold in one of these missions, you're going to get 4 Vanguard Marks. If you get a silver, you're going to get 3. And if you get a bronze, you're going to get 2. So you can rack up some crazy points, considering that some of these missions take, you know, only a few minutes, especially if you have a bunch of people helping you out. out, compared to actually having to go through a strike mission. You know, that's going to take you probably 15-20 minutes if you're getting them really down. Sometimes it's going to take you longer than that in order to get those Vanguard points or those Vanguard marks. You know, you can rack up a lot more in a quicker time period. So definitely check these out. Plus, like I said, you always have the chance of getting the Ascendant Shards, the Ascendant Energies, or the Strange Coins. So definitely take advantage of this website. Hopefully it helps you out. I'm wondering if you're on the Xbox One, if you could actually open this in the snap feature. That way you have it open there. You can see where the patrol missions, or where these, public events are coming from, and you could actually go them, especially if you're the person that doesn't have a computer right there next to where you're gaming at. Let me know if you know the answer to that. But like I said, this is a great way to get Vanguard points, and Vanguard points, those are what you can use to buy legendary items. I think I've bought the majority of my armor using Vanguard points. Not to mention, you know, the Ascendant Shards and everything like that. Those are going to be what you need to upgrade then your legendary and exotic armor. So they're going to really come in handy, obviously, the higher that you get. And as you can see right here, it doesn't matter if you die in these events. Obviously, if you die a lot more, you're probably not going to get the gold tier rating. But if you got some people with you, you know, it'll really help out. And take advantage too, if you see somebody else die that's helping you out, make sure you try and revive them. But hopefully this video helps you out. If it does, I would really appreciate if you give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, thumb it down and give me some constructive criticism on it. Also too, in the comments section, let me know which is your least favorite public event to do. Mine has to be the one on Venus where you have to prevent the sacrifices. For some reason, I really struggle at getting gold on that event, and just drives me nuts. But let me know which one you don't like or which one you like. Also too, don't forget to check out my other Destiny videos. You can click on the playlist link on the screen right there, or if you don't have that option, go to the video description and there will be a link to that playlist right there. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. But like I said, hopefully this helps you out, guys. As always though, take care and God bless.